Hello. After putting my Rosa Gallery watercolour pans into the same palette the other day, I had a good play around with them afterwards, and I'm really drawn to some of the colours. It got me thinking that I'd like to try doing a painting with the limited palette, and the colours that I picked are Aureoline, Bright Blue, and the Magenta Rose. So I'll just show you those colours now, which will be my limited palette for this video. So this is the Aureoline. It's PY150, which is Nicolazo Yellow in other brands. Then I've got the Magenta Rose, which is PR122. And then I've got Bright Blue, which is PB15:3. These are all classed as transparent. So I'll just show you how they mix up first. In effect, we've got a cool red, a cool blue, and the Aureoline. It looks like quite a warm yellow, but when you wash it out, it actually washes out to quite a cool yellow. It's quite a nice one. Anyway, I'll show you what we can do with it. So we get some nice bright colours that just play really nicely with each other. I was also curious how these compared with the Quar watercolours. So just to give you a comparison, I'll do exactly the same but with the Quar paints. So I've got the Quar 24 set squeezed out into pans. Okay, so here's the Quar colours. They're all the same pigment numbers, just different names. The Quar pans, which were squeezed out from the tubes, seem to take a little bit more re-wetting than the Rosa Gallery pans. But the actual vibrancy and colour of the paints is really, really similar. I honestly just think there's not a huge amount of difference between them. They're both really, really nice to use, especially these three pigments. So I'm just going to paint with the Rosa Gallery paints today. I've just mixed up some colours from those three paints. I want to do a landscape. So I've mixed up quite a few different greens. There's like a spring green colour. And a slightly more muted, I don't know, sap greeny colour. Kind of a mid-green. And I wanted a, well, forest green, but a little bit more muted than that. And I wanted just a kind of a deep, dark, neutral. And I've also mixed up a couple of browns. That's quite a nice warm one. And a slightly cooler one. So all of these colours use all three of the paints, just in varying proportions. So I thought those would be good starting points. Obviously I'll have to mix some more up as I go along. I took this picture last night when we were out walking with friends. Because I'm enjoying it so much at the moment, I'm going to do what I call my splodge then scribble technique, which is basically splodging down watercolour in roughly the right areas. And then when it's dry, going back in with a pen to pick out details. love with this one, but it was fun to play with a limited palette. I'll just show you a few details. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.